This is Carson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll run on first down. Carson, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of 2 there, second down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the shotgun, Wilson forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On first down, it's Carson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun. Wilson eluding the pressure right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Watson off play action. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After the interception, here's Watson. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a second down coming up. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Complete, it's Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Dancing to his left. Touchdown, Texans. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
14, run it.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. It's caught. Lockett. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, an even 90 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Watson. Looking deep downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson, this one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And finding the tight end, Wilson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
36 power.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Touch 50, touch 50.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's going to go down again. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. He's got Fuller. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
This complete to Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Back to throw, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Returnable for Lockett. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now Wilson, flushed out right. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he finds Penny.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battles.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT. 73 yards as his guys are back within a single score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 40, 20, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal
rush coming, and he's taken down. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Wilson. Steps away, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Wilson, a bullet throw, but incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Watson on third down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go.
And that is incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll run on first down. Carson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Fighting through pressure. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got Lockett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big third down pickup of 20 yards on first down. It's Carson, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. That's caught by Penning. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Here's Watson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. To try again after the sack. Watson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamar Taylor.